Hello and welcome to the audio newsletter of the 11th of October 2023, presented by myself, Michelle, and Sarah.
This newsletter began with a message from the CEO, Warren Clark, in which he discussed the benefits of face-to-face events like the NatRoad conference, as well as his presence at the hearing of the Senate committee examining the Fair Work Legislation Amendment, Closing Loopholes Bill.
NatRoad has been assured by the Minister for Workplace Relations that the new laws won't disadvantage owner-operators or small operators, and we will continue to work with the government to look after your interests.
The National Transport Commission, NTC, is consulting the industry about possible changes to Heavy Vehicle National Law, HVNL. Three policy areas are under the microscope: fatigue management, access, and enhanced operator assurance.
NatRoad will have more to say about the changes as we move through the consultation period, and there is scope for you to have direct input. The NTC is running online information sessions, and you can read more and register for the upcoming webinar on the 25th of October with a link in your member newsletter or on our website on the Events and Networking page.
The process is open until the 24th of November, and the NTC will put forward recommendations to the country's transport ministers early in 2024.
Following on from the national decision to allow greater truck width, South Australia and New South Wales are moving forward with a new trial exemption allowing up to 7.5 tonne on the steer axle. Prime mover operators in South Australia will soon have the option of applying for an exemption from mass limits that apply to heavy vehicles on state roads.
Low and zero emission heavy vehicles are typically heavier, and a pre-approved network of state-controlled roads has been established as part of a 12-month trial. New South Wales is poised to do something similar. NatRoad believes this is incredibly positive. Without 7.5 tonne on the steer axle, larger electric articulated trucks just would not be viable.
The Australian Tax Office has issued a new guide to getting it right when claiming fuel tax credits in your business activity statements, BAS. Firstly, make sure you are eligible to claim. You must be registered for GST when you acquired the fuel, and you can check if you qualify on their website or using the link in your email newsletter.
Remember, you can claim fuel tax credits for eligible fuel you acquired, manufactured, or imported and use in your business. You will need to apportion fuel used on and off public roads with supporting evidence such as GPS data or logbooks. Retain documentation such as engine diagnostic reports to support any fuel consumption rates used and applied in your methodology.
You can only claim for fuel used to power air conditioning in sleeper cabins when the heavy vehicle is used on a long-haul trip. There is no eligibility for the air conditioner is powered by battery. And exclude ineligible fuel, additives, or activities from your claims. The ATO recommends using what it terms simplified methods.
RDO Australia Group has completed the acquisition of the Inland Truck Centres business that provides sales and after-sales support to Kenworth and DAF customers in Dubbo, Griffith, Orange and Wagga in regional New South Wales. Damien Smethurst, Managing Director of PACCAR Australia, praised Cliff and Vera May Swain for their leadership of inland truck centres over the past 30 years, saying, "Cliff Swain is a legend of the Australian truck transport industry. He has dedicated his career to servicing the New South Wales Riverina region, his community, and our brands. The PACCAR dealer network is stronger because of Cliff's contribution and dedication."
PACCAR Australia is a NatRoad partner and is a subsidiary of PACCAR Inc., which is comprised of Kenworth Trucks, DAF Trucks, PACCAR Parts, PACCAR Financial, and PACLease.
This year's national conference was jam-packed with industry information and tips to make businesses more viable in trying economic times. It's hard to do it justice in a brief summary, but here's a handful of insights. Longtime friend of trucking and Labor Senator for Western Australia, Glenn Sterle, delivered a clear message: with change comes opportunity, that echoed throughout the conference. Senator Sterle underlined the new industrial laws were a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create lasting change.
National Heavy Vehicle Regulator Chief Executive Officer Sal Petricino painted a picture of our industry where operators need to play in the technology space or risk being left behind. He also made a case for managing the risks that come with such changes.
Transport Workers Union National Secretary Michael Caine was put under the interview spotlight and had some interesting insights. He stressed that the imbalance between big customers and small operators in supply chain can be addressed through the introduction of industry standards. He also flagged that public expectations about automation were that human drivers would be in heavy vehicle cabins for some time to come.
NatRoad also unveiled some incredible announcements you may have missed, such as Melissa Barry joining the NatRoad board. NatRoad and St. John's Ambulance unveil life-saving discounted first aid kits and accessible online training for all drivers, and NatRoad and Bridgestone unveiled the decarbonisation resources to be released later this month.
There is some good news for fleet operators. They will now be able to view defects issued to their entire fleet online with the launch of the new National Heavy Vehicle Regulator (NHVR) portal compliance module. The NHVR portal compliance module provides operators with a comprehensive overview of defect notices, enabling more effective tracking and timely management of defects. Operators will also be able to better identify any defect trends to help reduce the number of defects issued and make the roads safer for all. For information on how to register, head to the link in your email newsletter.
If you have any questions or queries regarding items in this newsletter or would like more information, do not hesitate to contact us at 1-800-272-144 or email info@natroad.com.au. We would like to thank Bridgestone for their sponsorship of this fortnight's newsletter.